Welcome back, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a green smoothie. Now, you know, as bodybuilders, we're constantly drinking protein, we're eating protein, our protein gets in the 200 to 300 range, but how many vegetables are you actually getting in your diet? I'm willing to bet you that most all of you, including myself, get less than probably one meal with greens in it. So this is a healthy way that you can get your morning started. You can do it in the morning, you can do it at night. You just mix it up and bam, you've got your nutrition. So I'm going to show you everything that I've got here. We're going to make a smoothie together and hopefully you can learn a thing or two. In my ingredients, it's really simple. I mean, there's nothing really complicated about this. It's the easiest green smoothie you can make to get the most nutritional bang for your buck. So my ingredients here are, you need a base of liquid, so we're actually using almond milk. You can use skim milk, but it needs to be kind of thin in texture. So a skim milk would work, almond milk, coconut milk, rice milk, you get to choose. You just need about a cup of it. So what I'm going to do to start off is, I have this Fruit Ninja here, and the Fruit Ninja is an amazing blender. Now you can use any type of blender, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. But what I like to do is I like to start with my base. So we get our almond milk. I eye about a cup. You'll probably want to measure, but that's about how much. It might be a cup and a half, but this is about how much milk I use. And so after I've done that, I've got here some spinach and some kale. Now this spinach is literally $2. This kale, it's $2.20 at like a local Walmart or whatever. So there's absolutely no reason that you can't get greens in your day. It's going to taste so good, I promise you. So what we're going to do is, we got our base in there. I like to do about a handful. It's about a half of a cup right there. So we'll stuff our spinach in there. We'll pat it down just a hair. And then, you know, sometimes being a bodybuilder, you don't want to rip the bag, so we're going to use some scissors. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna open sesame here. It's still hard to open. Alright, so now we have our kale, so this is what it looks like so far. And we really can't overdo it on the kale. So what I do is I stuff, that's one handful. That's 2 handfuls. I do about 3 handfuls. I just fill it up to the top. It always comes out the perfect way for me when I do that. So I got about, we'll throw a stalk in there. About 3 handfuls there. Alright. So the next thing you want to do is you want to plug it in. Alright, so we'll plug it in. And we'll put our lid on. It comes with a little lid attachment. You just put it on. Now this is very important. When you're about to blend it for the first time, if you don't want any leafy parts or anything that's not fully mixed, you need to do your liquid first and then put your kale in there, and then you turn it upside down, and what that's going to do is it's going to blend perfectly. So sometimes you got to see, it's really nice. Okay, so when we're done, it should look something like this. It's a perfect green color. If you'll notice, there's no chunks whatsoever. It's a perfect liquid. Now, do not smell this before you put the fruit in. You will never drink one of these ever again, I promise. All right, so now's the fun part. We've got all of our ingredients here. What I have is I have 2 bananas. Now what you do with these is normally you only put 1 banana and it's frozen and it really makes it thick. It texturizes it. But what I'm going to do is, for a little more flavor, I'm going to do 2 bananas, but you normally use 1. So I'm going to pop these in here. And if you don't know, like if you've got some bananas that are about to go bad, you can literally get a Tupperware, like a bowl or something, and you can put them in your freezer and they'll last for like a year straight. You can use frozen bananas in anything, smoothies, you can have it by itself. It's really good. So I'm going to put 2 bananas because I like mine a little bit more fruity. And I mean, bananas are dirt cheap. If you haven't watched my bodybuilding video about bananas, you can buy like 10 of them for $2. So. Okay, so we got our 2 bananas in here. Alright, the next fruit that I have to give it texture is we have fresh pineapple. As you can see, we got these for $1. They're massive. We bought 3 of them and I just chop them up and we'll Tupperware them. Some go in the fridge, some go in the freezer. So I've got fresh frozen pineapple here. Very delicious, very sweet and juicy. Love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in about a handful. About a handful is good for us. So for me, that's about that much. I'm going to put a little bit extra though, to make, because we don't have frozen bananas. We have to kind of compensate. But, all right, so we got our bananas. We got this. Next thing you want to do is you want to take your hammer and you want to. I'm just kidding. But anyway, this isn't a necessary ingredient. You don't have to put these in there. This is my first time putting these in here. We just have little mandarin oranges laying around, so why not? Everything goes, you know, all oranges go good with pineapple, so we're going to throw them in there anyway. But basically just peel them, and these are seedless. They have no seeds in these, so it'll be safe to throw them in there. You know, if you're worried about getting a pit in your mouth, you know, there's these little mandarins. Just throw them in there. Bam! There's so many things you can do with smoothies. Like we live our life on the go, so I pretty much have 2 or 3 smoothies a day, and that's how I maintain my weight. But if I didn't, man, it would be hard. But anyway, all right. So we're about done here. You want to make sure you get the little pit thing out right here. It's not a pit. It's just this little nasty thing. I don't know what this is called, but there it is. All right, so we throw that in there. And the last ingredient is ground cinnamon. I like to do 2 or 3 shakes of this. 1, 2, 3. Because it doesn't come out very well, so you have to kind of encourage it a little bit. All right. So now we do this. Shake it a little bit. We're ready to rock and roll. Okay guys, so this is kind of the consistency that it comes out to be. It's still, as you can see, it's not really thick yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 5 to 6 ice cubes, and I'm going to make it, oh, that smells great. About 5 to 6 ice cubes just to give it a little more punch. And also, if you don't put enough almond milk in there, then you can put water. And don't overdo it, by the way. Just put a little water, and it'll help everything. If your blender stops blending, if the liquid is sitting still, you need to turn it off because you could break your blender. Anyway. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. I'm about to take this off and give it a little taste test. Oh, that's fantastic. That's really good. It literally tastes just like banana and pineapple. That's what it looks like. It looks disgusting, but getting greens in your diet is not hard. I mean, when you do smoothies and stuff with your Ninja or whatever blender you have, it's effortless. Alright guys, so this is my green smoothie recipe. Me and my wife, we have these almost daily, and our whole body feels so much better. You know, we used to have little aches and pains and headaches and all this stuff. And this is also really good for detoxing the liver. It pulls poisons and stuff out of the liver that kind of sit there when you eat all this food. So definitely give this a try. You know, I know you won't regret it. Give it a try for about a week straight. The ingredients are dirt cheap and you can do it. So you make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe, because we're going to come out with more workout tips and content that you absolutely don't want to miss. So be sure to stay tuned in that. Make sure to like it. If you liked it, share it on Facebook with your friends or Twitter. I look forward to seeing you guys again. And I'm serious, guys. Try this out. You will not regret it. Take care.